The Vision High School Sports Beat is brought to you by the 11 locally owned Vision Automotive Group dealerships, offering Nissan, Kia, Buick, GMC, Hyundai, Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler, Ram, and the resale division with locations in the greater Rochester area near you. Visit visionauto.com. Hello everyone and welcome to the Vision High School Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. We begin our look at Section 5 sports with an event that has raised well over $500,000 over the last 17 years. The Rainbow Classic. The crosstown rivals Mendon and Sutherland meet at the Palestra in front of a sold-out crowd, and our Paul Gotham was there.
The Friday before Christmas, the Pittsford Mendon and Pittsford Sutherland girls and boys basketball teams gathered for the Rainbow Classic. The 18th annual event at the University of Rochester's Palestra did not disappoint. A full house was treated to a night of great basketball.
I mean, it's fun. The natural rivalry with the crosstown scenario is amazing. And this gym is fantastic. You know, it's got great acoustics. It's loud as all get up. And it makes it fun for us and the guys for sure.
It's one of the best high school events in the country, Paul. This is the community, the way the community rallies together. I mean, the day of this event, there's a different schedule at the high schools. They do a pep rally, ninth period. Everybody's just gung-ho. You can't escape it. It's truly a great event. You know, leading up to this, the kids do a tour of the hospital so they get to see exactly where the money's going in the big picture, and that's a big part of it.
No, it's great, and the atmosphere is crazy. It's for a great cause. You know, we just go out, try to play our hardest, and get the W.
What's it like to be a part of this whole thing?
I just think it's really fun and it's for a great cause, so there's a lot of energy in that gym and everyone's riled up to be there.
Like right now I'm really excited, really happy, hyped to go, so it's amazing to see two schools going against each other but also coming together for one great cause.
Two games played back-to-back with one cause in mind.
Well, a cornerstone in our athletic program is community service, and we encourage all of our athletes to get out and give back in many different ways. And our basketball and cheerleaders teams have spent 18 years giving back to Golisanos. They're a great partner with us, and we're over $500,000 now of donation to the hospital, which is a great milestone for us in order to help kids that are less fortunate.
It's amazing. You know, I think everybody around this greater Rochester area is really lucky to be here. It's an amazing facility, and the community's rallied around it just like we do for this event. And kids went over there and saw it, and it's good for them to see it. They really appreciate it.
What's it like to know that everything that you're doing is contributing to that cause?
It means a lot. You know, it makes you want to play a little harder too, and just know that the kids out there really appreciate what you're doing.
Oh, it means a lot. I mean, we're making all this money for them, helping them out. It's really a good benefit we do, and I'm glad I'm a part of it.
In the days leading up to the event, players from both schools toured the Golisano Children's Hospital. Anything in particular stand out to you there while you were on that visit?
Just the people. Everyone just really loved what they do, and they really had a passion to help others.
They're interested. They're a little bit nervous going in, but you know, they're still talkative and chatty. And then once when we break through the doors into the brand new Golisano Children's Hospital, it's a different look. That 45-minute, 60-minute tour really changes their outlook on everything, and it gets me every time too.
Yeah, seeing all the kids, all the children with problems like diseases and stuff, it was hard, but us having this game helps them out and helps them get new equipment and stuff that's gonna help make their lives better.
This evening marks Rainbow Classic's 18th year anniversary, and to date, all of you and all of us have raised well over $500,000.
Pulling off an event like this takes the combined efforts of many who put in time behind the scenes.
This is larger than just the game, and as much as you want to win this game and win it more than most of the others, it makes, you know, coming on the opposing side, you know, on the other side of a win, a little bit easier, just knowing what a good event it was and how much fun everyone had and all the good coming from it for the community.
I can't say enough, and I can't even name people because I would absolutely leave people out, but it is truly tonight become a community event in which everybody rallies around for this evening.
This doesn't happen without a lot of volunteers, without a lot of people doing it. What's it like to be a part of that?
It's awesome. You know, the people at the top of the chain of command here with our board, starting with Kim McCluskey and the Paisleys and Mike Pirro, the superintendent, everybody puts tremendous effort and emotion into it, and that's a big part of why this event goes off so well.
I'm really proud to be part of this event. We raise so much money for the children of Gotham Hospital, so I just feel really honored to be a part of this whole community.
On the court, Mendon's girls team, ranked number 1 in the state, showed why. Elena Fersman finished with a game-high 22 points, and the Vikings improved to 7-0 on the season. The Mendon boys overcame a sluggish third quarter for a 61-57 triumph. From the University of Rochester campus, this is Paul Gotham with a Vision High School Sports Beat.
Coming up, Paul returns for the Dunkin Donuts High School Notebook. We'll have that and more when the Vision High School Sports Beat returns.
Bacon, egg, cheese. Only one way to make this better. Another one. Dunkin' Go-Tos. Get 2 bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches for $5. America runs on Dunkin'.
Welcome back to the Vision High School Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. Time now for the High School Notebook, brought to you by Dunkin Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. And as always, we are joined by Paul Gotham from PICKIN Paul, let's talk a little bit about what's on the website.
Well, we're getting back into full gear here. We're back into the new year. We'll have a full slate of games Friday night for boys basketball. We'll have all the coverage for that. Standings, stats, local scoring leaders, all that you can find on Pickin' Splinters, along with Matt Trable's Trabs Gabs and Kevin Klubja covering the Amherst and RIT hockey for us. Plenty for people to come over and read on the site.
All right, Paul, let's talk a little bit about some milestones that have happened recently around the area.
It's amazing. In the matter of 24 hours, we have Miles Brown, speaking of milestones, Miles Brown at Northstar becomes Section 5's all-time leader in points. And Adam Enders, the same, in that same 24 hours period, crosses the 2,000 point mark. All that in one period of time. You know, you have the same time Taj Hill has another 30-point night. The young man in 5 games has 4 games, 30 points or above. He gets Division I scholarship offer from St. Bonaventure. Monmouth University is in watching Miles Brown play in Geneva. It's all. I remember a couple years ago, people were thinking when Isaiah Stewart and Janathan Williams decided to go to prep school, people were thinking, oh boy, it's gonna really hurt the local talent. Well, guess what? We still have so many players in this area who are demanding the attention, national attention, and I think a lot of it's got to do with the fact that we do have kids like Isaiah Stewart that have been successful, and now coaches are saying we better go in there and take a look at what's going on. Doesn't hurt having a program like the City Rocks AAU program developing this talent, but no, in a matter of one night, 24 hours, 2 nights, 24 hours, it was great to see that all that attention coming to our local kids. Love me some Rochester.
It's kind of funny because we were just talking about that a couple of weeks ago about how these kids have gone on and done such great things at D1 and D2 programs and all that stuff, and now it looks like it's no signs of slowing down.
And certainly you take a look at a kid like Miles Brown, everybody was thinking, oh, here's a kid at Northstar Christian, tiny Northstar Christian Academy. They're a C school. Can he really be that good? And he's doing this now against AA Orchard Park, AA Corning, doing it against A schools, Leadership Academy, and he's certainly proving the doubters wrong.
Let's talk now about what might be the class of the classes, the AA in basketball right now.
Certainly, I've spent a lot of time talking about Class A2 and A1, but we're going into the new year. You've got Hilton is 5-0. Rush Henrietta has won 6 games in a row, and oh, by the way, you have McQuaid is still there, and everybody, it's easy to overlook UPrep because they're 500 this year as opposed to what they've been in the past. But UPrep has also played Janesville DeWitt out of Syracuse. They played Park School out of Buffalo. They really have had a tough schedule, so you can't forget about that team. So really, AA is going to be just as competitive and all that. And I haven't mentioned Scott Fitch and Fairport. So that's a mistake right there to overlook them. That'll be a great run in AA, and we're just getting into January now, and you're going to get a lot of teams into the divisional play. You're going to get a lot of teams are going to play each other for the second time in a year, so it's going to make for a lot of interesting drama out there on the hardwood.
You know, it's a tough class when Fairport and McQuaid are the oh by the ways.
Right, sure. and don't overlook Fairport. And I realize they don't have the Damascenos of years past where it drew a lot of star power. But again, you've got Van Zell, Johnson there in that lineup who makes a big impression with Fairport, and they will be a team. You're going to have to beat them. They're not going to beat themselves. Scott Fitch teams don't beat themselves, and come February, you're going to have to knock them off.
Thanks, Paul. Great stuff as always, and we'll be back with more of the Vision High School Sports Beat right after this. Coming up next, the Making the Grade nominee with Kim, and later a big matchup on the hardwoods in Hilton when the Vision High School Sports Beat continues.
Welcome back to the Vision High School Sports Beat. I'm Kim Burnson.
Making the grade this week is Kara Oatman of HFL. Kara is a standout on the basketball court. As a 6-year varsity player, she's a team leader and is being recruited by multiple colleges to play at the next level. She's also a 4-year cross-country runner. Aside from everything she does to better herself athletically, she also participates in a range of clubs and activities. Kara volunteers her time as a student coach for kids with disabilities through the Unified Basketball Program. She's also a member of the Rotary Interact Club, the Big and Little Program, the Green Team, and the Environmental Education Club. Kara currently carries a 97 average and is still deciding on what college she'll attend in the future. She hopes to major in education so that she can become a teacher and one day coach high school basketball. This week, Kara Oatman is making the grade.
If you have a student in mind for our Making the Grade segment, we want your nominations. Send them into info@classywolf.com. And now here's Dave with the McArdles Section 5 Spotlight.
Thanks, Kim. Here are some of the athletes, teams, and coaches making news in this week's Section 5 Spotlight, brought to you by McArdles and Fairport. Come home to McArdles. Well, congrats to Northstar Christian Academy's Miles Brown, who is now the Section 5 all-time leading scorer in basketball. Miles passed Dansville's Neil Weidman to set the record. Gates Jili's Colton Crane was a winner at 285 pounds at the Tiki Barnaby tournament in Spencerport. Colton also took first earlier this season at the Matt Marino tournament in Webster. Marcus Whitman's Memphis Loans broke the indoor school record in the pole vault for the Wildcats with an 11-foot vault. The senior also can be seen on stage with the Marcus Whitman Drama Club. And finally, the Rush Henrietta boys 4x800 relay team finished third at the Marine Corps Holiday Classic in New York City at the famous Armory Track and Field Center. Charlie Freeman, Chase Ritchie, Jonathan Say-Simone, and Trey Felton set a season high with a time of 8 minutes, 22.04 seconds. Well, up next, it's Bishop Kearney versus Hilton basketball. We've got that and more when the Vision High School Sports Beat continues.
And now to Eichel. He floated one.
Welcome back, and thanks once again for joining us on the Vision High School Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. This segment of the Vision High School Sports Beat brought to you by the Injury-Free Coalition and our friends at Leo's Bakery and Deli. Please remember to always wear your seatbelt in the front and back seats and to focus only on driving when behind the wheel of a car. This message courtesy of the Injury-Free Coalition for Kids Smart Teen Driving Program and our friends at Leo's Bakery and Deli. The Bishop Kearney boys visited Hilton as part of the Hilton Holiday Hall of Fame tournament, and the undefeated cadets were ready for the Kings. Here's Paul Gotham.
Holiday tournaments give local fans a chance to catch non-league matchups and potential postseason previews. The 2018 Hilton Hall of Fame tournament did just that, with the host Cadets taking on Bishop Kearney in the opening round. Hilton returns 8 starters from last year's team, which advanced to the AA semifinals. Bishop Kearney has 4 new faces in this year's starting lineup.
It's still a work in progress. It's still early in the season. It's our 7th game. We haven't had the same lineup every game, so each game somebody shows me something different, level of commitment, and whoever wants it, they show it in practice, and that's pretty much who starts.
Matchup issues everywhere because they're very, very talented, and we're looking forward to the challenge of seeing what guy is going to step up, because we really need to team defend. Really isn't going to be about anybody taking anybody away. It's, are we going to have 5 guys guarding the ball all game long, getting back in transition, and I hope that we're ready for it.
With school not in session, games like this give coaches and teams the chance to prepare for a similar schedule come sectional time.
Hopefully gives them a little bit of time to start looking at some film when they're not, worried about schoolwork quite as much. And it's similar to February break when the sectionals are around, so to get used to that.
Well, the team, we were just moving the ball really well. Everything was flowing. We had the fans in the crowd with us, and everything was just really energetic. So I felt confident in my teammates and me, and I just got the ball, and I knew it was going to go in when I shot it. And it's just confidence and the energy. It just really helps.
Miles Monacourt paced Kearney in the second quarter with a pair of 3-pointers and a one-handed flush that had the Hilton Gymnasium buzzing for minutes later. But the Cadets took a 10-point lead into the locker room.
But yet you're still down 10 points. Now I'm talking about how y'all been stopping defensively. That's what y'all should be in here trying to strategize. Because y'all not listening to us. Guy has the ball in the corner. This guy goes this way. The guy goes this way with the basketball, and we stay behind him. That's a switch. Stop letting him go this way. Get up here. All right, we took the basketball because he tries to split the defense, but guess what? We don't get the 50-50 ball. Because we don't want it now. We're still worried about the dunk. Stop for the highlights. Oh, I go 1 on 5 and shoot a 3-pointer out here. It's going to be worth 4 or 5 points. Not in this game. Not in this game.
Taj Hill led Hilton coming out of the break. The junior guard finished with 31 points on the night, showing his ability to hit from behind the 3-point arc, pull up in the mid-range, and finish in the post. He scored 7 in the third quarter and added 6 more in the opening 3 minutes of the fourth.
We knew we had to do to get a win against a tough team, a great team, and we came up and we showed them that we're better. We just executed down the stretch, got stops, and we came out with the win.
With the win, Hilton improved to 5-0 on the season and earned a chance to play Greece Athena in the finals the next night.
We needed to really set the tone for this tournament and beat them out by a pretty good amount. I think we did that very well. I think we just started figuring it out. We knew we had to attack the basket. We knew that we were making shots, and we were getting certain players open that we knew we trusted that could make shots. So we just stretched as much as we could to stay ahead, and we needed a strong amount to win the game. So.
Definitely our intensity. We were clapping it up. We were playing good defense, and that just we got in their heads a little bit, and it really just helped us get there, play defense, and got the stops, and we made critical baskets.
I really wasn't even thinking about scoring. I was just trying to get my other teammates involved first, and then I know during tough times, I know I had to put the ball in my hands and I had to come up and score, so that's what I did.
Hilton went on to defeat Athena and claim the 2018 tournament title. From Hilton Central School District, this is Paul Gotham with the Vision High School Sports Beat.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, especially the 11 dealerships in the Vision Automotive Group, for making the Sports Beat possible. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.